Kajabi versus Teachable is one of the biggest debates when it comes to choosing an online platform to host your online courses. And in this video, we're going to break down the major differences between the two options and which you should choose. This is going to be an update to a video that I made over a year ago comparing the two platforms, as there have been some major changes on both Teachable and also for Kajabi that make both of the platforms much more comparable, but also different at the same time. To kick things off, let's first start with the platform that I actually currently use, and that is Kajabi. This is my go-to choice for hosting my online courses across all of my different businesses. I think it has an incredible feature set and also is great value for money, even though upon first impressions, it appears to be the more expensive option. Prior to using Kajabi, I hosted my website on a service called Podio, which is one of the cheapest ones available in the marketplace. This gives you unlimited students and unlimited courses, but it doesn't provide any of the advanced tools that you need in order to run and maintain thousands and thousands of students in terms of like the marketing tools and also just like the logistics of issuing refunds and revoking access to different classes. Now, during my progress of finding my new alternative to Podia, I tried out Kajabi, Teachable, Thinkific, literally everything you could possibly think of that is available in the market. And Teachable and Kajabi are by far two of the strongest options. Now, over the last 12-18 months, Teachable has made some major changes to their pricing structure. They've now got a brand new tier, which is Pro Plus, which is around $200 per month, but they've now removed the transaction fees. The biggest problem with Teachable was the transaction fees. You would be already paying a huge monthly subscription, and then on top of that, they'd be cheeky and have a 5% transaction fee on every single sale on your site. And obviously, if you're selling thousands, tens of thousands of dollars of stuff every single month, that's a lot of money you are losing on top of the money that PayPal and Stripe already take away, because obviously PayPal and Stripe already take 3% transaction fees, plus you then had 5%, I think it was, from Teachable, and also your monthly subscription for hosting the site. So you were losing between 7 to 10% on every single transaction, depending on what tier you had of the Teachable service. Now, this has been completely removed for both the Pro and Pro Plus plan, which is very good, but there are some new restrictions that have been added in, you could say, as a counteraction. So back in the day, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, you used to be able to have like unlimited courses, unlimited students on certain Teachable plans. Now you are limited to only 50 products for the Pro plan, and then with Pro Plus, you've got more than enough products here, not going to lie. It's 200 of each. So 200 courses, 200 coaching programs, 200 digital downloads, and 200 product bundles. Can't see how anyone's ever going to have 200 coaching programs. You're maybe going to have 2 or 3 at max, like different prices for how many hours somebody might be bugging you for. So that is perfectly fine. Great value at $200. And the Pro plan also has more than enough courses that you can access. Obviously, 50 of everything. So if you've got a lot of PDF downloads or a lot of mini courses, you could quickly exceed that number, especially if you maybe, let's say you're like an art channel and you've got a lot of little digital downloads for things for people to use. 50 probably isn't enough. For a little bit of context, on my music website, this is actually hosted on Kajabi right here. This website sells product guides for a bunch of different music equipment, and the low ticket courses at around sort of $67, $57. Now, if I was still doing my music channel full time, obviously I don't anymore. I've now got this main tech channel. I haven't really posted on this music channel for around 12 to 18 months. So this website has around 25 products, I think, in total. Some of them have been taken down now. But if I was still doing that full time, obviously we would have exceeded that 50 cap for sure, because there's a lot of products that we could have made guides on and made a few $1,000s here and there selling those courses. Now, in contrast, let's take a look at the differences with Kajabi. Now, this is obviously instantly accused of being more expensive. Right now, they do actually have a special promo on 3 months for $99, which is absolute steal. If you use the link down below in the video description, you can also get yourself an extended 30-day free trial, which is 16 days extra that you will get completely for free for just literally using that link. That's loads of time to get your website set up without spending any money, even get it live and test the website, see if anybody wants to buy anything, and then finally have it go live for $99 for 3 months, and then you're away. So I'll leave a link to that down below if you want to check it out. It's definitely just worth clicking just to get that extra time, because you're 14 days, depending on how good you are at building websites, you might run out of time testing out all of the features. So obviously the cheapest plan on Kajabi is $150 per month. Again, 0 transaction fees for all of these right here. This limits you to 3 products. Perfectly fine, let's say, if you are just selling like a high ticket offer, like a $2,000 course, a little bit of coaching. You got a very simple business model. Mine's more complex because we have multiple YouTube channels. We've got like 3-4 YouTube channels where we're funneling different types of products. So we've got a lot going on. But if you've literally just got like a sort of lifestyle business style channel, you do a bit of social media coaching or business advice or fitness or something, I don't know. This is perfectly fine. You can have up to 1,000 customers, which is a lot. Let's say your course is $100. You're going to be creaming it in. You'll be pretty happy with that. Then you would upgrade to obviously this middle tier at $200, which is the same price as the Pro Plus available over on Teachable. This is going to give you 15 products. Again, that's less than Teachable, but if you have a simple business model, it's more than enough. But this time, it's going to increase you up to 10,000 active students. You're going to be pretty happy there if you manage to sell 10,000, which is a lot of human beings coming through your website. I personally have the Pro plan. This is $400 per month. If you do pay annually, you do save 20% on there. So that's always an option. But this right here gives you 20,000 active students and also 3 additional websites. So this means you can host multiple different Kajabi sites within one monthly subscription. That works great if you have lots of YouTube channels like I do. So obviously we've got all of these YouTube channels here. We've got music, we've got technology, we've got a media channel as well, we've got a gaming channel. So all of those do need a website if we want to post some info on there, if we want to do a blog on there, if we wanted to put some online courses on there, digital downloads. So within Kajabi in the top left corner here, you can just switch between all of your websites. So I could go to my Ben Rollins website, my music website, my Millionaire Money website where we sell some YouTube courses, or my Kajabi partner site, because something cheeky that you can do is you can sign up to Kajabi partners, get some of the extra benefits or whatever there, but also you get a free website extra. So you can have 4 websites within that 1 month subscription. So each website's costing you $100 roughly. And then from there, you can host multiple different products. And also you have a bespoke dashboard for each website individually. So if I logged into my music site, it would show all of the customers and sales just for that site. If I then went into the Ben Rollins site, it would show all of the customers and stuff going on just for the Ben Rollins website. So it keeps everything separate within our business, but it's dead clean for the accountants at the end of the year, because it's literally 1 monthly subscription that goes out but hosts all of our site within one bank transfer. Now, of course, it would appear like Kajabi is much more expensive than Teachable, because on paper, yes, it is. However, it is the tools inside of Kajabi that make it much cheaper. So Teachable's a beautiful online learning platform, but it's designed to be used in conjunction with a better website. So maybe you have something hosted on Squarespace, Wix, for example, something like that. And you would basically use Teachable as that learning portal where you would funnel the traffic over from your flagship site over to this academy area where they could then consume the courses. In addition to this, Kajabi has all of the inbuilt tools for all of your marketing side of things. So you don't need to have additional subscriptions to things like ClickFunnels, MailChimp, and of course an additional website like a Squarespace and also like a Zapier to then link all of that together. It's all embedded within the software. So for example, you can build fantastic landing pages inside of the Kajabi website builder, so you don't need a ClickFunnels, and that can get quite expensive depending on how much traffic you're sending over to your site. So that then makes Kajabi incredibly cheap, at whether it's $200 or $400 per month depending on your plan, because of how much you're saving on additional software costs that you don't need to spend. So this is an example of a landing page I'm currently in the progress of building out. We just need to add a few more images. But one of my favorite features here, I had like a millionaire guy, like a website expert, review all of my websites, and he told me, he was like, Ben, landing pages are brilliant what you're building here, however, missing one key feature, and that was a buy button in the header. So you can see in the top right corner, we've got this buy now button that tracks the entire page. So no matter where the customer is reading all of the fluff as to whether they should buy this or not, they can just click boom. Once they're sold, they go, okay, I can buy now. Whereas prior to this, I didn't have a buy button in the header. So it was buy button at the top and buy button at the bottom. So that meant that I having to scroll around and then just close, give up. This was something where when he told me, I thought, oh my word, that's huge. I hope my website builder can do it. Came back home, went straight into Kajabi, went and customized the header, and then seen this add contents button and discovered I could add all of these advanced elements literally just into the header, call to action, and then that call to action can be directed to whatever I liked, checkout page, another website, etc., opt-in form. Gave me that ultimate flexibility to action the advice that I'd been given by this expert on building websites. That now means this website, when it goes live, will hopefully, landing page when it goes live, will hopefully start performing better than the one that it's replacing, and also the one prior to it that he gave me the feedback on, all because of that one key feature. Whereas when I used to host my website on a service called Podia, I can guarantee you I would not have been able to do that because it was such a basic, cheap website builder. Yeah, it gave you unlimited students, unlimited courses, but it didn't have the fundamental tools to both manage that amount of students and courses and also build a website that converted incredibly well. There are some other key things that have changed since my last video on these two platforms. The first one are the certificates. Now, back in the day, on Kajabi, you couldn't provide a completion certificate to a student if they'd finished your course. This was a feature that was available on Teachable and some other website hosters as well, but Kajabi didn't offer it. Now, at the time, I personally said it was pointless because the certificate means nothing. Oh, I've completed an online course made by Ben Rowlands. Not an employer's going to go, who's Ben Rowlands? You know what I mean? Or who's that? It means nothing. But I guess some people sort of like it as a bit of false status and like, oh, like a bit of dopamine. I've completed this, print it out and put it on their wall. So if this was a major thing that you wanted, obviously Teachable was the only thing that offered it. Whereas now Kajabi has introduced this as a feature that you can do if you maybe got like an academy, like a $5,000-$10,000 course or something like that. I guess having a little certificate when they complete the class is pretty cool. A second major change is surrounding the payment methods. Now, Kajabi has just introduced, predominantly in America, I'm still waiting for this feature in the UK, but there's now Kajabi payments as an option. So you've got Stripe, PayPal, and Kajabi payments, which now allows you to use things such as Apple Pay and also Google Pay, like the Google Store type paying. So that's going to hopefully increase the conversion rate on a checkout page because they're much better ways of paying. Apple Pay, stuff like that. It's much faster, isn't it? So people feel more confident that it isn't a scam. Teachable do also have these available as well within their website now too. So that's something that's just keeping all of the platforms nice and relevant and up to date. And also, I believe, up to speed with the likes of Shopify that offers all of that convenience at checkout. Now, some of the craziest changes on Kajabi are surrounding the integrations of AI. Now, AI is a huge feature that Kajabi is adopting and trying to implement in a very practical way. So you can now use AI for things such as course recommendations. So it will literally suggest and outline course ideas for you. So you almost type in the idea that you've got. I want to make a guitar course. And then it will flush out an entire course, like about 4, 5, 6 different modules that then gives you a basic outline that you can then work from. Plus, it also does detailed descriptions of what each video and stuff should include, what topics you should talk about. So that's brilliant if you're either a beginner and you're not too sure how to outline your course, but also if you're looking for fast ways to optimize creating mini courses and you just want to bang out a load of classes that are maybe low ticket things and you want to find a way of automating that so you're not putting too much brain power into each of those classes. Kajabi's also introduced a new feature in beta, which is called the AI Creator Hub. This is absolutely crazy. It's almost like a studio that can take clips out of your content from your courses so you can use that as marketing and promotional materials. So Kajabi now basically has its own creator studio, which is a video editor, which is kind of crazy. And then you can also use these AI tools as a copy assistant for basically writing out copywriting, so you don't have to hire some guy on Fiverr to do that for you, and also build out marketing campaigns. Now, of course, right now, it isn't going to replace human workers yet, but I wouldn't be shocked if in 2 to 3 years' time, once it's out of beta, it does actually make you think, why am I going to hire a freelancer on Fiverr? I could just get the Kajabi AI to do this. AI in general as a whole, I think is very fascinating what it's doing. And the fact that Kajabi is an early adopter of this only means it's going to stay ahead of all of its competitors. You can currently try out all of these AI tools completely for free within your Kajabi subscription. And if you want to try those out, don't forget about that extended 30-day free trial that's linked down below in the video description. This is 16 days extra that you get completely for free just for literally clicking that link. Doesn't cost you anything, but it gives you loads more time to see if this is actually any use to you. Some new features that have came to Teachable to try and keep it relevant are a community area. So you can now have a community area. This is in beta at the moment. It's basically just like a closed off sort of group. You can see what it looks like here. It's just got like a social media style feed with different categories of topics and stuff like that. Now, Kajabi actually has the stronger community area because they recently acquired Vibely, which was an actual service and app that was like professional sort of private community area. So instead of having a pointless Facebook group, like a lot of people I see have like a Facebook group. One, nobody uses Facebook anymore. It's like, honestly, the stats, like since 2018, like 50% of people up to 30 have switched off from the app, then it dropped another 20% in 2019. Anyways, people have like a community group on Facebook, private community group on Facebook. One, they don't own the customers within there. So if they lose their Facebook account or anything happens to Meta, waste of time. Your 20,000 members that you might have had in your community group mean absolutely nothing. Whereas with obviously a private community, either with Teachable or Squarespace, you own the email addresses and also you escape the algorithm. You can completely control what you want to post, how you want to post it, also the policies that you want to sort of post in there if there's anything content-wise. You know, you just have a little bit more control and flexibility over how that works. Now, this is currently in beta on Teachable, but as I said, Kajabi actually purchased Vibely, so they've now got like a community 2.0. It's got much more features. It's absolutely fantastic how it integrates directly into the site, and of course, it is in beta, so you get a much complete feature set by going with the Kajabi option. Now, all of these new features are pretty cool, but one thing that I want to quickly talk about that is also new for Kajabi is Kajabi Access. So one of the biggest weak points when it comes to choosing the likes of Kajabi over a Teachable or even a Thinkific or Podia that has unlimited students is the cap on students that people obviously complain about. 10,000 active students, 20,000 active students. Now, if you're selling 10,000 to 20,000 courses, you're going to make an absolute bomb of money. So you're not really going to care. But Kajabi now has an access feature that allows you to basically pay a little bit extra per month on your additional plan. It's on your current plan. And it doubles everything. It doubles your products. It doubles, your landing pages, all that type of stuff. But it also doubles your active customers and email contacts. So you go up to 40,000 active customers, 200,000 contacts. And you can also customize a plan with Kajabi Enterprise if you ever exceeded that. At that point, you're going to be driving multiple Bugattis. So you're going to have a special plan anyways with the Kajabi because you're such a huge customer. So that's pretty cool. That then mitigates that worry, thinking, oh, how are we going to expand? How are we going to exceed those customers eventually over a certain period of time? Also, as well, Kajabi is now offering the ability for you to have a branded mobile app within certain tiers. So this allows you to offer a much more modern way of people accessing your community area, accessing your online courses within more of a bespoke sort of app style feel. So that's quite cool that is now a new feature too. Just keeps things feeling a little bit more modern. If you want to save some money on Teachable or Kajabi, don't forget to use the links down below in the video description. This link will save you $20 per month on your Teachable Pro plans. Or you can get that extended 30-day free trial over on Kajabi to give you loads of time to get it tested, set up, and running. If you're still unsure about which online course platform is right for you, you should definitely watch this video next, where I break down 7 of the best online course platforms that are available this year.